Okay, I'm out here at the decob corn, and for 2 months of no rain, this stuff is looking good. I mean, look at the ears on this. I mean, 2 huge ears, but that one's, they're big. And I know I'm on the end here, but I hate walking in corn. So, but I mean, they look, if you look, I mean, it's pretty and dark too. Real good color, no disease whatsoever. And I'm not a fan of decob, but this decob, 115 day, it seems to be good. And we're right here on a sand hill. If you look at the white sand, it goes all the way up. But I mean, look at these ears. I mean, that is just massive. And this is sand hill with no rain. Look at that. One big ear, and I mean, that's not a small second ear. You're going to get bushels off of these. Look, you're definitely going to get bushels off of them. Got some morning glories. But I mean, look at that. Look, and it's filled all the way to the top. Look at that. All the way to the very top. I don't like pulling it back no further than that. But yeah, I mean, it is pretty corn. Really good looking corn. So I'm pretty happy with the decob. I think it's going to be for 2 months of no rain. I know you guys keep hearing me say that, but it's literally, we got no rain for 2 months. And all of our corn looks like this. Not just the decob, the seed consultant. I mean, even the 104, 105 day that I planted early, it does have a couple small ears on the sand hills because the sand hills really got hurt. So our top end yield on that, our very early stuff, is going to be limited on the sand hills. That's what's going to kill our yield. But the minute you get off the sand hills, I mean, the ears look like these. I mean, they're just huge. Just huge. I mean, look at this. That is just ridiculous. So, and I can't wait to see the stuff that I put fungicide on. Would that, if it helped it or not, you know, I don't know. But I'd like to get a tote of fungicide for next year. I talked to my FBN salesman, Heather, and she sent me some info on the fungicide stuff, recommendations. $49 a gallon. Around here it's $300 a gallon from the places around here. So if I can get, and it's for wheat, corn, or soybeans, so if I can get a savings like that, I'd like to get a tote of it, and then I'm going to spray my wheat, spray all the corn, because that'll last me. A 265 gallon tote at 5 gallons, I think it'll last me. But I'm definitely going to spray all the wheat and all the corn next year with it. I believe it helps. And I'll put some sugars in there with it, so that helps too. But look at the wheat beans, how full they are. I mean, they are just coming up beautiful. But if I can get a tote of it to do the wheat and the corn, then if I got anything left over, I want to hit some soybeans. I'm not going to have enough to do all the acres that we do, but I would like to. I can almost get a tote of their stuff, the same grade 11, for what I can get 4 or 5 boxes of what they sell around here. It's a different name, but the stuff's equivalent to it. And I'm not kidding you, I'm getting tired of getting a little pallet with like 7 boxes on it, and it's $8,000. When I can spend $9,000 on a 265 gallon tote. And it probably does the same damn thing. So I'm going to try that hopefully this year. And I want to spray everything with it. And hopefully it gives me test weight, plant health, just everything is what I just want to, man, I really want to try it. So, but we'll see. Anyway, just figured I'd show you that decob, because I don't ever really ride back to that farm that much where we got a decob at, but it looks pretty impressive, so very happy. Turn this light on. It's just about dead. See right there? Right here. So it's a good thing I got her, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. It's not too hard. And yeah, get her done, son. All right, good morning. So I got the new Baron. I got to cut this off because she's a little froze on there, the old one. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off and clean the shaft all up, and then put it all back together, put it back in the combine. All right, got the new Baron put back on. Lock collar, whatever the sprocket is that runs the whole front of her, but she is on, good to go. I checked the back one. Back bearing's good. I did get spares. So, put her back in. Really nothing to do doing these. I mean, you kind of think that you get intimidated thinking that they're hard, but at the end of the day, it's nothing but nuts and bolts. That's all that whole combine is, nuts and bolts. And the only thing that prevents you from wanting to do stuff or thinking you don't know how to do stuff is just your time. But once you get in there and start figuring it out, we used to pay Deere to do everything, but Deere got so outrageous in price. I try to do 80% of the normal stuff on it, like stuff like this. Like used to be, I'd call Deere and get them to, or Dad would have called Deere, we would have got them out here to fix it. But you know, as much as they're charging now, and they're losing business because they've got the prices so high and so ridiculous that it makes you figure out how to do this on your own. So yeah, and all you got to do is type in YouTube, the combine, what you're working on, and somebody has made a video out there how to do something on it. Now, if it's something major, definitely get them down here. But, you know, for the most part, we try to figure it out now on our own. And yeah, and it saved us a crap ton of money. Like that right there, me doing that Baron right there, I think the Baron was, how much was that Baron? I don't know if he gave me a ticket or not. Baron might have been 20 bucks, $24. And they wouldn't none but my time. So I fixed it basically for $24. If Deere didn't came down here, I guarantee it would have been $800 to $1,000 to take that out, replace the Baron, and put it back in. Guarantee it would have been $1,000. So, kind of learn to do a lot of stuff on your own. That saves you money, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and shove her back in there. Bolt her back down. I checked the two on this side. She's got 4 shoe screws. So I'm gonna pull the doors off the other side, check them, because I got extra bearings. That way if any of them are bad, I'll go ahead and replace them bad boys. And yeah, and the update on these spinners. If you watch the previous videos, we put new plastics on and put the stainless guards on them. We did probably 200 acres, 250. We didn't bale, we just blew it out the back. Them things work awesome. They blew that stuff, you know, 35 foot width of the header. Spread it out nice and it protects it. Like already, if we hadn't put these metal pieces on, you would probably start to see wear just in a little bit of use that we did on the plastics. But with them metal pieces, I mean, that works really good, and it throws it out there really good. You got long-term wear now on this combine, probably for the life that we'll own it. And you can get them at Shoop, Deere sells the plastics, but they don't sell the metal. But if you get that kit, it shoots. It's already put together, and it was a little bit more than buying the plastics at Deere. So you can get the metal and everything. It's already put together, all the bolts and everything. And you just drop the spinners off. That's only one bolt. Drop them off. Take the old spinners off. Put them on. Works great so far. So I think the fire we had on this combine, if you watched the video, was it last year or before that? We had that little fire. It was coming from this shield here, and I've noticed a lot of deers down at sitting on the lots. These guards, there's a shield that goes here, and it goes way back there. Well, actually, the chain rubs it a little bit, and I think it caused a spark because the fire was always starting up in there. We've had two of them, two little minor fires that we caught quick, luckily. So, and the fire was always starting behind that sprocket up right there where the engine bay is, right there is where the fire always originated from, you could tell. So we're thinking this chain rubbed the metal a little bit, caused a spark, and was causing the fire. So we just did away with that shield. And then I've actually noticed that several deers, people have taken them off. So that's definitely a problem. The way the shield fits up there, and you got to kind of like pop it up in that corner. You know, I don't know if it kind of bends it or what it does, but if you have that shield on there, take it off, because we've had it off ever since, haven't had a single problem. So just, you know, an idea to let you know. But yep, I mean, I hope that solved the problem, but it seemed like ever since we took that shield off, haven't had a single problem with that. So we'll see. And just like that, the auger's back in, no play in it. Turns, but when you pick up and down, she is solid. Solid, just like this one. You pick up and down on that one, solid. So now I'm gonna go check the other two that's on the other side. So I can put all these shields back on. This side right here is completely done. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to check and make sure there's no tools left on this side. I got my pry bar, my hammer, impact. I got my other impact. Go back here and look at this. That's all the stuff that I cleaned out. Get in there. But yep, everything looks good. So all these are done and tight. So we are good to go. Close her back up on this side and start on the other side. All right, I'm on the other side of the combine. I just grabbed a hold of both of these. Bearings are good on both of them. No wiggle, no movement, no nothing. So she's all good. I think I replaced these two like last year before that. And then the one on the other side that was good, I replaced it. I think the one that I just fixed, I'd never replaced that one. So everything is replaced, or everything is in good shape. Just checking her over. Everything looks good. No matter how much you wash this thing, you can still find junk everywhere. I swear. I'm gonna look at all the belts while I'm over here. Belts, everything look good. Everything looks good. So, close her back up and call this a success on this part of the combine, and I'll start on something else. Good morning. I am tightening the chain on the clean grain elevator today. Check the bearing and everything, but I am going to, the tail one she was in good shape. This one right here was a little loose, so we're just gonna tighten her up a little bit. I really wish these were like greasable bearings, but they're not. Check the bearing out. Everything seems good on that. Now we'll longer than 15. I should have known that wasn't gonna be long enough. We'll see if a 5/8 works, because of course, none of the sockets are put back where they're supposed to be. It might work, just to break it loose. Yeah, she was a little loose. A little loosey goosey. Then you just take and turn this down and it tightens her up. And then you just tighten everything back up on her and she's good to go. And of course the 15 wrench I got, it's a snap-on, it ain't worth a shit. Has anybody seen the, I have to go get a 15 out of my pickup. I work out of the pickup 90% of the time with tools, so I know where everything's at. The shop, it seems like we keep robbing shit out of here. The shit doesn't get put back and we can't find anything. Has anybody seen the snap-on video where they do the Harbor Freight tools versus the Snap-on tools, and the Harbor Freight tools actually won? And now all the Snap-on guys are losing their minds because you can get a Harbor Freight set for $69 and the Snap-on set is like $468 for the same stuff. And the Harbor Freight, they've actually done like 2 or 3 tests, and the Harbor Freight tool wrenches actually beat the Snap-on wrenches in the test. And now all the Snap-on guys are saying, well, you got to use on these wrenches, they got ones with teeth on them. So the Snap-on guys want to use the ones that have the teeth to grip it better inside here, and they want Harbor Freight to use the regular end wrench. So the Snap-on guys are posting videos about the teeth one doesn't slip off like the Harbor Freight one does. And it's like, well, you're not using the same wrench. You're using one that has teeth in it. Of course it's not gonna slide off. Why don't you because the test before was 2 of the regular wrenches, a regular Snap-on, a regular Harbor Freight. So everybody on the comments are like, well, why don't you use a grip Harbor Freight one with teeth in it too, and then do the test if you want to do it like that? And they won't do it. So for $69 for a whole set of Harbor Freight, even if one breaks, you can return it and they give you a new one. But you can go buy 6 sets of them for 1 set of Snap-on. And the Snap-on guys are like, yeah, but these last a lifetime. You could probably get 6 sets of Harbor Freights that last a lifetime too. So I don't understand them. I never understood why people spend, $500 on a wrench set anyway, even if you worked them every day. We work them every day. We used to have a truck company with 15 trucks, and we ain't never had Snap-on, and we've always made it. It's always worked. Everything's always worked good, I think. Never had a problem ever. Ever, ever, ever. But yeah, boy, I don't know if y'all have seen it. They are losing their mind over it. And I'm sure a lot of guys on here that watch, oh, Snap-on, Snap-on. That's great. I don't care what anybody uses. I just know that we're not spending, she's tight now. We're not going to spend that much money on them, on a set of wrenches. I can buy 6 sets of the Harbor Freight and put them in each piece of equipment. And then each piece of equipment has a wrench set. So if the tool pickup ain't there one day, you still got stuff you can use. But I think it was a good, honest test watching it, what they did. They did it right in a Snap-on truck too. Much better. See, it don't take much to. You just got to go through and check these things. So this is the last thing I really have to do to it. I gotta turn the handles on the throat to make sure she's set for corn. I gotta put that weather guard trim underneath the rock door. That's pretty much going. I think I showed you that, but I went and got a new one of them. And then grease it, and she's changed over. Everything's ready for corn. I know out west they cut soybeans before they cut corn, but here we cut corn before we cut soybeans. Just how it is. I don't know what the difference is, why that is, but it's just how it is. So I hope all this, every year we go over it, but I hope it kind of limits any breakdown issues that we might have this year. We had our old John Deere boy was up here one day. I don't know if we were working on this combine. I think we were working on this combine. And we do everything DeWalt, and he had a Snap-on 3/8 impact like this. And we were trying to take a bolt out of something, and his Snap-on wouldn't get it out. So we put the DeWalt on there, and the DeWalt actually turned it out. So that was kind of neat too. And I'm not a Snap-on hater. I don't, we don't deal with Snap-on, but I don't care who deals with it. I'm just letting you know that you can buy a $100 gun, or you can buy a $500 gun, and the $100 gun beat it. That's all I'm saying. All right, well, that's done. We'll go around here to the front and I'll show you what I'm talking about. this gasket right here, see it hanging down here? It goes up in there on the rock door. So I got a new one that we'll put on right there and then shut the door up. That way the gap's sealed up. Yep. And then I got to change these handles right here, flip them up, and she will be done. Put all the shields back on her, we'll grease her, and then well, I do got to clean the inside. I keep forgetting about cleaning the inside. I hate doing the windows and the inside of a combine, but it's got to get done, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then it will be done. Then I can pour her out, so see you later. All right, there she is, brand new one installed, all the way across. You got to keep check on them things because you can lose small grains out of there. Got the combine all done, everything changed over, greased, looked over, tightened up, cab clean, windows clean. I think, in my opinion, as bad as blowing these things off and washing them, I think spraying them windows and wiping them and cleaning them on the inside and the outside is just as bad. I like how we do it during harvest season. The inside doesn't get too bad. The outside gets that black film on it. So whenever we do have it up to the home farm, we'll pour over to the pressure washer, turn the pressure washer on, let it get real hot, and then clean the windows off like that. And the mirrors is 10 times easier. Hurry up and knock it out. Gosh, bless, I despise wiping them big windows down. I mean, they're clean. Look at them. Boy, that shit is shiny. Damn. But inside and out's done. I even pulled, if anybody's ever noticed, you got these two big pulleys underneath here. So I pulled all these shields off, and normally I try to stick the air thing in that hole and blow them out. And then behind it, you can't get there. So I actually pulled all that off, cleaned it all out. I mean, every bit of it, and cleaned all that out. I did that pretty much with everything while I was in here. Every little nook and cranny that I could think of, I went ahead and cleaned out. So yeah, she is ready to roll. Now the only thing we got to do is I got to put all the shields back on her, and we got a hopper sitting in front of the corn head. So whenever we get ready to move that hopper, corn head got all rebuilt last year, just about everything new on it. So she should be good to go, but I'm just gonna check all the gearboxes and just give her that once over, make sure the chains are tight, whatever. But she should be good, because we spent a lot of money on her. I mean, to the point where we should have traded her in and upgraded to a newer head, but we rebuilt her, so she'll be good for, I don't know, I think you can get 3 or 4 years out of a rebuild probably. So she'll be good for that long anyway. And but that'll probably happen next week or the week after. Get all that done. Simplot, they were up here today and dropped a wheat book off. Where did I put that thing at? Oh, I just had it over here. Here it is. They dropped the wheat book off, the salesman did, wanted me to look it over. We put about 800 acres of wheat in a year. So look his varieties over, see what prices are, what quality they are, and go from there. I mean, it's crazy. We just harvested wheat. Now we're already thinking about wheat for next year once the corn gets out. So, all right, see. Good morning. It is Sunday. I think it's the 18th, 19th, something like that. I have to go across town and pay my electrician. If anybody wants a good electrician in the area, call Keith Freeman. He comes right out and knocks your stuff out right when you call. But I'm going across town. He lives over by our further south farm, so I'm going to check the corn out while I'm over here and see what's going on, and keep keep watching the video because I went and purchased something in Ohio for the farm. I might purchase a couple of them, I don't know, but I started out with one for the farm and for my spreading business. So pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, this corn across town is 115 day. This is the prettiest corn we got, I think. Big ears, nice and tall. Of course, the edge right here has some weeds on it, just on the edge of the road, but it looks damn good, I tell you. It looks damn good. I mean, tall all the way through. There's the filter strips, of course. I despise them, but it looks good. Looks good. I need to get over here and spray the edges like I did across town, or on the other side of town. This side is sea consultant, and this side right here is decal. I ran out of decal on this side, and just enough to do it. And I switched over to sea consultant, but yeah, I need to spray these edges. See the grass in the county, they only cut the edge, they don't cut over here. So I need to get over here and spray it. The only problem is with this side is that decal is not Liberty Link. And that's what we got in the little sprayer, Liberty. Damn good looking corn though, still. I'm gonna get over and spray. It seems like the morning glories and the grass find the edge of the road. I'll get over here and knock all this out. I was gonna do it the other week, but then I forgot that I had some decal over here, but it's just on that side. Might have to kill just a little bit of corn. Get everything sprayed, or just try to hit the grass instead of hitting the corn over here. But it's damn pretty corn. I think it's going to yield very well over